Welcome to the Buy Box Bandits podcast.
Buy Box Bandits, I think episode 86. A few days ago was our 1 year anniversary. Actually, let me see what episode number it is.
I think it was like 89 videos.
So today's 86. Yeah, today's 86. Tomorrow we're filming 87. On that, which is great. But yeah, guys, feel free to answer any or ask any questions. We haven't done an internal episode in like a month or so, I think, on that, which should be good.
How do you guys deal with an authenticity complaint? So you submit invoices of the products to Amazon.
And
it's interesting because,
yeah.
Maz, have you gotten the new account health dashboard yet?
Bro, why do they keep changing stuff that doesn't need to be changed?
No, it's sick. Like it changes. It's so much better.
Mood. Tag the Discord with thousands of people that you're live. Holy shit, boy, we out here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm going to put our names up too, by the way. I don't know why I didn't have that up. There we go.
Wait, what's different about it? I mean, it looks a little different.
It isn't up for me yet.
It essentially aggregates all like the account health indicators into a single number. But like,
wait, what's a bad number?
What's that?
Wait, mine's green, but I don't know if it's that good.
What is it?
216.
Wait, actually?
But I have I'm all zeros.
You got a 0?
No.
So under 100 is like severely at risk / on the border of getting shut down. 100 to 200 is at risk, and the 200 plus is green and like healthy.
Oh, is this just in regards to IP complaints or
entire account health? It's essentially supposed to be aggregated to a single number, so you know what's going on.
I understand,
which is super helpful. But it also is determined by, and you have a big account, so I don't know why, but like it is factored into like the amount of orders you fulfill, right? And so the theory behind it, right? So like a bigger account would have naturally a bigger number. So there's more room for error as opposed to someone who just started would maybe just over 200 with a lot less room for error or something like that.
How do I find my first lead? I have a baby girl, 1-year-old, and don't have to take care of her. Don't have too much time to tourist. Well, considering you're in a live stream right now, you do have time. And considering your name would suggest you potentially are interested in gaming or something like that, you probably have more time as well. But if you shoot me a message on Instagram, I'll send you one. Wait, Romer, so how much are you paying in Colombia?
Now I'm paying $25 a day for this spot right here.
No way.
Avery, that's Danny. The third world countries trigger Danny.
Dude, that's expensive for here. Like this is probably one of the most expensive places I could stay.
Wait, $25 per day?
Yeah, I was paying 11 when I first got here, and honestly, the first place was nicer, bigger room, more space. But I just like the vibe here. Like I got frogs and shit in the background.
The police station one?
Yeah, they're both near the police station. They're like really close to each other. This one has more like rules. Like when you bring girls here, it's like you got to give the passport and all that, which I kind of like because
that's good.
Just in case something happens.
Yeah.
The other place was like free for all.
Yeah, I knew a guy who got drugged like that in Colombia, in Medellin. Yeah.
Medellin
out there.
I saw that one video you made about like comparing the costs of living in comparison to doing now. That was super.
It's insane, dude. Like I did the math one day, and if I was living in Miami, like I would be spending $300 plus a day with the classes I'm taking. 2 private dance classes in Miami would be $70 a piece. Living in the Icon, that's where I live. Like just if you add everything up, I eat out every meal. Like it would just be ridiculous.
Eating out in Miami is expensive.
Yeah. Right before I left, I took this girl on a date, and the bill was $160 at like a kind of crappy seafood restaurant. And I'm just like, this is stupid.
What'd you guys get? Jeez.
11. What a flex.
Danny, you know what's up. Like you just go in Brickell, especially. You can't take a girl on a date in Brickell with under $200.
Bills at these dinners that I've been going to are like absurd.
Yeah, ask KT Hustles about it.
Yo,
he's got to post it on Instagram every time it goes out because he's like, shit, this is gonna
Yeah.
I gotta write this off somehow.
I mean, bro, you
This
got,
dude's
like,
getting-
honestly, dude, you gotta get the money's worth. Yeah, like you gotta get the IG post.
You got it.
Get the fuck out of here.
You better be getting every dollar worth of it.
Have you been to Komodo's?
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
dude
Komodo's
KT is
legit.
getting steaks with freaking like flashing lights
that's
and
poppy steak.
sparklers and
Poppy steak is sick.
What item should I look for Halloween season? Honestly, you're pretty late on it. I'd be looking to mainly do Facebook Marketplace or merch field, but definitely decorations, candy, inflatable, the shaky, the things like.
Garrett, should they sell Halloween costumes?
No.
I wouldn't, but
Yeah, Romer, can you talk about running your whole operation remotely?
I mean, I don't see how, unless you're packing your own stuff, like, I don't see how you can't see how it's so easy to run it remote because most of the work is just on your computer.
Just talk through it though. So, okay, VAs help you find items in the Philippines, all that.
Yeah, and even if I'm sourcing myself, I just do the same thing. I source it on my computer, and then I send everything either to my employee or a prep center. And so, like, even when I lived in the States, 99%, if not 100% of my work was on my computer. So literally you just do everything that you normally do just from a computer. Somebody DM'd me, and I think Miles referred him to me, and he was like, what do I do if I'm overseas and I want a CPA? And I'm like, you do the same thing we all did in 2020. You just hop on a Zoom call with the CPA in America and just talk to them.
So,
Like-
do you place any OA orders yourself? Because the only thing that would suck would be cancels if you're potentially out of the country.
Use a VPN.
Yeah.
Use a VPN, but even that can sometimes sketch out.
Yeah,
The
I think
system-
I mean, you'd be able to get. Obviously, nothing is optimal. Like nothing would be, fully, like you'd have to be in America.
I have 3 people that buy for me. And the reason why I have 3 that buy for me is these OA websites, Lego.com, they'll just cancel like crazy. A lot of times they have order limits. So if I have 3 people buying for me and the order limit's 2, I know I can at least get 6, or I can have them order 10 units a day for like a month. So
what VPN do you use?
I usually use Miami or New York.
But like, what's like the actual VPN?
Oh, Express VPN.
Dude, they're the best ones I found.
Express VPN's like, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, and
What do you mean, Miami and New York or other?
No. The
He said there.
service Avery.
I use India.
And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you get a free trial of CellRamp, sponsor of the show on that.
Sponsor of Miami 2023
Oh,
too.
yeah. So what is Miami 2023? And so we are officially a sponsor now for that as well.
Yeah. So Miami 2023, we're gonna have some of the top Amazon sellers in the game, like we always do. Scott
And,
Needham's coming back. We got the Buy Box Bandits this year. I'm super pumped y'all are gonna be there.
Panel.
We got Warner Fields of Profit, Steve Rakin.
Billy-
We got a stack lineup.
Billy Flips.
Billy Flips,
Billy
and Michaela. I haven't added her to the list yet, but she's going to be there. And Dan, 1,000 Asins.
Ooh.
Like, it's going to be ridiculous. So
What,
it's going to be more OA centric this year, I feel like.
What role is Billy playing? Is he having to
Oh,
speak?
they're beginners.
Yeah, he's going to talk. I like having beginners talk because, like, they are a lot of times the most relatable because they just went through everything, and Billy's seen a lot of success in, like, his first year. So everything's so fresh for him.
When Dan gets up there, or like Eric or Sebastian, I mean, I guess there's only so much relatability with a lot of these people.
You
right?
forget shit, dude. Like, after a certain point, you forget what it was like at the very beginning.
And it comes so second nature to you, like, too, on certain things after a while. I do
Yeah.
all my crush from Colombia. Sweet. Cool. What up, Logan? Definitely. Remotely. Avery, so, like, okay, that place. So what else does that apartment have? Like a pool, sauna?
No pool. It's hard to find saunas down here. That's what I really miss about America. I mean, I just go out and sit in the sun during the day. There's a balcony there.
Sunmax.
Yeah, and the sun's strong here, and I'm super white. So 10 minutes, I'm good. And Miles is like 2 hours.
That ice bath.
I miss the ice bath so much. That's what I'm so pumped about going
you
back to the
sell it?
States. No, I still have it at my parents'
Gotcha.
house. I'm about to go back and just fill that bitch
How
up.
did you fit it? Did you fit it in the Corolla on the way home?
No. Okay, I gave that to a jiu-jitsu friend. And he's using it to, like, store deer meat now. But I remember the trough from 2019.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have that still. So I took that from my first apartment, put it on top of my Corolla, brought it back to the house. I'm gonna fill that up with water. October's like the perfect time of year for ice bath. You don't need ice. 50-degree water. It'll be
I'm
good.
about to get a
Oh, my bad.
industrial ice maker just to do ice baths every single
I
night.
had one of those in college. Yeah, like it was small though, not large scale.
That'll be legit. What are you gonna pay? Like 1,500, 900 for it? 900 to
So I
1,500.
figure I only need one that can store like 40, 50 pounds of ice at a time, right? And so you can get one of those for like 60. Because I've been just going and getting.
Is it gonna make the ice for you?
Yeah, I mean it's like a commercial, like a nice.
Okay,
maker.
I thought you were saying like you're gonna buy bags of ice and put it in there.
Okay,
No,
so
that's
Homer,
expensive. Ice
Yeah,
is
it is.
expensive.
so you're going back to Nashville and then Vegas and then Mexico City?
I don't know. I'm going to Nashville. I'm going to Vegas. Those two things are for sure. I don't know. I might just chill for a month. I might go up to the Northeast. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might make a trip.
Maybe you, me, Garrett running it up on stuff.
Yeah, I might come see you guys. I might come see Steve, Dan, shoot some videos, just make a bunch of content. I don't know. I'll definitely do that at some point in Q4, but I might do that
Go
in
check out
October.
Dan's warehouse.
No, get a mansion in PA with a big ass garage, and we just ship everything and fulfill it out of the garage.
That would be sick if you guys did that.
That would be that low key. Like in the future, might be the wave for December. But the only thing would be cancels on that address. You know, so
So
like
like you do just get it for like a month or 2 months the house?
yeah, like an Airbnb, try to get it off Airbnb, negotiate it, and then because you need the big garage so you can intake and the UPS truck can pull up on it. You know, in the suburbs, and then a big ass house would be really fun too. But it would be optimal for there to be potentially like multiple addresses on stuff in case you need to ship somewhere and then pick it up or something like that.
That'd be sick.
Get
But-
right next to Miles' house. You got any mansions near you?
People doing RA, that would work
Yeah.
insanely.
Yeah, Miles's area has a few.
Oh, it does.
big ass out. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Where CG lives? Where
Yeah.
CG lives? Yeah.
Of course.
So like I'm thinking, you think something like that would be amazing.
I wonder how much they
Come do
cost.
the Dan and I are going to a Giants game. You should come up.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
December.
I'm still down to get a mansion like we were talking about and just
2 years ago,
post
2
up
years
for
ago
a
we were
year
talking about that, yeah. In Delaware,
So in for that.
wherever.
Delaware.
Wherever.
You get it in Florida.
Delaware
Yeah.
just doesn't sound like that cool of a place, but
But
that's why I'm not.
think
That's
as
why I'm
long
not like
as there's
yeah,
salsa- as long as there's salsa for like, but the no sales tax for OA.
yeah. I
But
know.
that you wouldn't need that every month though. You wouldn't need that every month. Yeah,
I
like
don't think there's many mansions in Delaware.
no. Okay.
we could literally just split a camera guy and pay him like a good salary and just like record
full time.
everything.
Just yeah.
Like, it would be
Whole
hilarious.
documentary. You could. I mean, that actually would be sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just pay a full time because it would only be like if it was a college kid, like 2 or 3K a month would be a ton.
We would need somebody though. Like if somebody recorded that whole ski trip, I think Danny was the only one there. Garrett didn't go out.
No, I'll
like-
go this year.
I was there.
Yeah,
I
I'll
was
go
there.
on
That was
Yeah,
fun.
dude, that
I
would have
was-
been awesome if we had a camera guy just record everything. Like
Oh, you're
Tim,
right.
you know, like me
Hey,
and
wait, did
Taylor.
you see the one
Oh my god.
Danny's trip to Greece?
Skiing was fun.
Oh, I'll link that. You gotta watch that video. You gotta watch
It's
that.
it's so good.
There's an art to like
Well,
a video guy that knows how to like have like a plot of
Yeah,
Yeah.
the storytelling's the
you know,
there's a difference between like
production
giving me
value.
a camera and having me record stuff versus like a professional. Like my friend Luke, when we went to Greece, he brought a real camera guy
Yeah.
with him, and then it's not just a camera guy. You need a really, really good editor also to like piece together like different stuff in this video like didn't happen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like D-Rock for Gary Vee, he was recording and editing, and I found this is like a common theme. It's like if like an OA analogy is like if you're buying all your OA products, you're prepping them, you're shipping them, like you're completely in tune with every little thing that's going on in your business. And so if you have a camera guy that like understands the story, he's going to record things that he might not have if he understands the whole editing process. So like that's what I'm starting to realize as I get older. Like sometimes it's not all about like delegation and segmentation of different tasks. Like sometimes it's really important to have one person just do everything, you know?
yeah, that understands like the whole process.
Wow,
Yeah.
how quickly did you come up with that link? Holy moly. That dude had it on like a shortcut.
Oh no, it was easy. It was easy to just plug it in there.
Add a pin.
Yeah, that video
Romer,
was
how's your Spanish?
It's going, man, but I'm not going to lie. It's tough. Like I can go on a date and completely talk the whole time. I say
Really?
what a lot. Yeah. But it's tough. I'm not going to give up though. I'm going to take 2 hours of classes a day until I'm like super fluent. But I thought I would become fluent in 4 months, but I'm not.
What do you think the realistic timeline is on like not like I mean because you're never gonna not have an accent, right?
I don't even know if you don't want an accent, because the thing is, like, if you don't have an accent, people think that you're, instead of thinking that you just can't speak well, they think you're stupid. So like, if you have a really good accent and you say something, but you say it like correctly, but like you don't understand the conversation, then they just think you're slow.
Okay.
And so like, I've heard it's actually kind of good to have an accent. Like the whole idea of losing the accent isn't really. And plus, like, Americans have great stereotypes for the most part. Like, they think that we're rich, they think that we're entrepreneurial, they think that we create like all the movies in the world. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff that comes with being American. So it's like owning that accent.
So what do you think the timeline is to fluency for the Spanish?
I mean, anybody can do it in 4 months. If I only spoke Spanish, I think you really could. But I've obviously been focusing on like salsa dancing. I've been doing jiu-jitsu every day. I've been doing obviously running my business, like, and so I don't think in Spanish all the time, but I think I could have become fluent if I just came here, dropped everything, no social media, and just went straight
Bare
speaking
bones.
Spanish.
Bare bones. If someone was like renting a room from someone's house, do you think they could spend like $150 a month there and make it?
100. If you bought your own groceries,
Yeah.
you could live off $70 a month. $70 a month just for a place. The groceries would be tough. Like you could probably, I'd say 400.
But at that point, I mean, if you have
$7 a month, like where are we living?
Yeah, you just get a job. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
you're living like a
It's
room.
it's a hut on the side of the road.
Like, do you want to be living in a room with?
But even like for 300 a month is like a pretty nice place here.
I see that.
What was the initial motivation for the whole Spanish thing?
World
I don't
domination.
really know where it came from. I wanted a challenge, and I listen to a lot of salsa music, and I never understand any of it. And I'm young, and like, I don't know, I have like a lot of goals. I want to travel a lot of places, and so like learning Spanish was, and I want to prove to myself that I can do it. And like, I've never been good at like learning other languages. So learning, like, if I can prove to myself that I can become fluent in another language, I feel like that'll just open like a whole new idea. It's like when you start a whole new business. It's like, it's one thing if you make a business and it does well, like restricted inventory does well, but it's another thing if I do OA and that does well, and I do wholesale and that does well, and I do a coaching program and that does well. And then it's another thing if I strip all that, and then like, if you guys just saw me start like a salsa dancing studio and that did well, then you guys would be like, oh, this is a motherfucking entrepreneur, you know? So like, if you're able to like go up different hierarchies, whether it's learning something, whether it's in business, like, I don't know, I feel like that just like builds like
life,
self-confidence.
just like business, it's all skill acquisition.
Yes,
You know,
exactly.
It's how like we could go into a new business and just look at stuff and like kind of make things work because
you start to see patterns.
Yeah, because we've done like your experiences culminate to like a skill set, right? And that we could all, if we had to, write an email campaign, if we had to run a Facebook ad, that within a week or two you could figure out how to do it at least decently, or at least better than 90% of people. You know, on stuff, right? Because you have the confidence that'll work, you know people, potentially your network grows, your skill set grows, and just your overall conviction that you can improve your life.
Right. And then you get better at learning. Like, you know when you're learning and then when you're just BSing. Like, you know when you're taking the steps forward. Like, there's like this struggle that you're going through and you're like, oh, I'm learning something new. In business, it's like, it's a combination of when you get paid, and it's also when you're going through pain. You know, and so like, it's like the same thing in life. Like, if you're just having like a smooth conversation in Spanish with someone, you're not learning anything. You're learning when you're like, what? And like, you don't understand. And like, you're, fuck. Like, that's when you're really learning, you know? Same thing in business. Like, that's really when the myelin sheath gets thicker in your brain.
Myelin, what is that? What is that?
Myelin sheath. It's when the neurons thicken.
So, okay, do you think you'll do anywhere else in Latin America? And
yeah, for sure. All of
I'll
it.
send you this blog. I've been reading this blog a lot from this guy on Twitter. It's awesome. He's been there for like 10 years or something.
So where do you see the rest of 2022 for you? So you wanted to come back to the U.S. Are you gonna like bounce out before the end of the year.
I'm gonna be going back and forth from U.S. probably to Mexico.
Where in Mexico?
Mexico City. I'm gonna go check out Mexico City. You know, Mexico City is the biggest city in North America.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that before, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go check that out. I want to keep practicing Spanish. I don't want to drop the ball on that. So even I can still take classes remote every day. I'm really excited for this Q4 because I finally have like the tool set to make it big. I'm gonna go really hard on content. You guys are gonna see me push a ton of content. More
or business.
Business, OA, helping people. More content about like how to source OA, stuff like that. Since Q4 is huge, and I finally feel like I'm at the point where I can have meaningful conversations. And if I don't know, I'm going to bring on guests like you guys, Chris Grant. I need to get him on my YouTube channel. But yeah, so I'm going to make a lot of content too.
Is Mexico City any nice? Like, is it like a vacation spot at all?
Yeah. If you like, I went to Mexico. It's the first place I ever went to in Mexico, and I was actually kind of disappointed because I got there and I'm like, this is so nice. Like, this is like New York. Like, you feel like you're in New York. And I expected Mexico to be like what Tijuana was. If you guys go from San Diego to Tijuana, is it Tijuana? Is that the one? Yeah, Tijuana. If you drive from San Diego to Tijuana, it is such a trippy experience. It's exactly what you would imagine as an American that Mexico looks like. You just drive and it's like San Diego, whatever. And then all of a sudden, boom, like you're in Mexico. And it's like, the buildings change, the materials change, like 100 times more homeless people, which is a huge statement because San Diego already has so many homeless people, except the homeless people don't have iPhones like they do in San Diego. And there's a wall there.
What is that drive like? Is it is it essentially like a toll? Like you have to go
Dude,
through?
it's crazy. You can just drive. You just drive across. It's like you see the wall or whatever, the wall that Biden or Trump or whoever built, and then you literally, like, they don't stop you. They don't ask you any questions. They're just like,
they don't look at your passport or anything?
No, dude, I could have been driving with anybody. No.
Really?
Damn, I don't. It might be different by the day. It might be different by the day, but when I went, I was with Hazel, the girl I was dating at the time. We just drove across, and I'm like, Hazel, is this how you get in your country? Like, you just fucking drive across? And
it's probably different.
On the way back, we waited like 2 hours to get in.
Yeah.
But
how I envisioned it. I also think it's probably different up in Canada because I feel like a lot more people want to go to Canada than Mexico.
Yeah, it depends, man. Like, but you got to realize those borders are huge. That's like the whole length of Texas, and like Canada is like 5-6 states.
Dude,
states.
That's how like the outside of Playa del Carmen is. Like once you like get out of like the tourist area, it's like you're in Mexico.
Yeah.
There's a highway, and if you're on the other, Tulum too. If you're on like the other side of this highway in Playa, like you're in fucking Mexico.
Yeah.
Really, really obvious.
But to finish my thought, Mexico City is like super nice, and I was like, oh wow, this is like disappointing because I expected it to be like more run down. But like you're saying in Playa, it's like there's different parts of Mexico, and like all these countries are on the up and coming. But after a while, you get used to it. It's not that big of a deal.
There's parts of Playa where I was like, I feel like I'm on the boardwalk in New Jersey.
Yeah.
3 miles the other way, and it's like
just creatures everywhere.
Yeah.
Cancun, Cancun's really nice, like the beach there.
Yeah.
Romer, can you give a 360 vibe check just so we can see the place one more time?
Yeah, I'll give you guys a look here. Oh, my bongo teacher's still here.
Your what?
My bongo.
How many floors? And so this is Cali or Medellin?
This is Cali.
Ah.
So this is the kitchen.
Oh, you're up there, or there's like, or you're on top of like a
I'll
hill.
show you guys outside real quick. It's beautiful.
Wait, are you how many people are you sharing the place with?
So I have my own room, but there's like 14 rooms here. So it's kind of like a hostel, but I get my own shower, own room. And then check this out. This is really why I love living here at this specific place. I can sun max out here. Go out and meditate.
Big Miles keyword right there.
Had to drop that.
And then it's EST, I assume, so business is no issue.
What up? This is
Hey, W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
Maestro de Bongos. He wants to learn how to sell
Oh,
on
he couldn't
Amazon.
hear us either. He couldn't hear us either.
No. Even if he could, he wouldn't understand you.
Doesn't look 5 box bandits. Looks like interview with Romer in Spanish. I'm off. Gracias. Enjoy your night, my friend. What percentage of your sales are replens versus what are new sources? Probably about 50-50. And it kind of depends on the time of the year as well. Yeah, if you're seeing different estimated sales on SellerAmp, it just means that for whatever reason there is, like the rank on that individual varies different. It's not going to be like that on almost everything.
Has SellerAmp seen significant growth in the past like few months since you
Yeah,
and
I mean, more people are learning about it, so naturally, yeah.
Hey,
there's
about oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say there's similar web. I always look at different websites traffic, and like SellerAmp just went crazy volume. And I don't know if it was you
What's
guys that pumped it. Similarweb.com. It tells you different websites traffic, and SellerAmp recently just saw like a major boost.
I mean, they post about it every day. Of course, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it was like several thousand, like tens of thousands.
I need to upgrade to get the.
No, you don't have to. You can do it for. I don't pay for anything.
Oh.
Someone asked about the location of Miami 2023. Do you have a spot yet, or
Not yet.
Yeah, it was downtown last year, right?
It was.
what can they expect though? Is it gonna be like a mansion? Is it gonna be like a conference hall, or
The one
Yeah.
from last time was great, I thought.
The first one or the second
No,
one?
the second. That looked.
Yeah. We might do it there again, but yeah, I definitely want a good place for networking. I would like to have a separate venue for the after party. Like there's a lot of things, but it just depends.
Romer, you got to work out with this dude. Look at this.
is that actually you?
Yeah, he hit me up on IG.
Yo. Oh, that's love. Yeah. Definitely work out with this man.
Yeah. I'm coming back to Nashville, so hit
And
me
then,
up.
so
I'll be
what
busy, but
Vegas, the 15th is the Scout IQ.
yeah, Scout IQ Summit. I keep calling it Turn the Page.
They should have kept the name. I feel like.
Yeah.
It already.
I think it's because Travis isn't part of it this year. So
What's the and so you're getting a yacht for the second day?
yeah, second day is going to be on a yacht. So
Is that confirmed?
yeah, it's confirmed. Like I don't know how big the yacht's going to be, but it doesn't matter. Like okay, let's say we sell 100 tickets, and 30 people decide to come to the yacht on day 2, because day 2 requires a separate ticket since it's going to be on a yacht. Then that's going to be all the speakers on the yacht. So like 15 speakers and then 30 attendees. Like it's going to be dope. We did it a yacht last year, but it was like last minute planned. And so we might have 2 yachts. We might have 1 giant yacht, but we'll see.
That'd be sick.
I'm from Cali.
And I think on the yacht, we're going to do like a little bit of a few presentations. Like I'm going to save some people's talks for just the yacht. So I don't know whose, but I think that's just going to be a good vibe. Like going around Miami on a yacht and like with drinks, it's going to be good. Like these guys party. Caleb was going wild last year.
Oh, Caleb, dude, that was when we went out last year. Last year was
2
great.
years ago. 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like 13 months ago, like calendar. But
Was it?
Yeah, it was August.
It was 2 Miami seller conferences ago.
Yes,
but it was
we don't measure global time in Miami seller conference.
Oh yeah.
Amazon keeps telling me I have items that are not eligible for buy box, but they are priced at the buy box price. Yeah, when you're a newer account, that'll happen. It's kind of a chicken or the egg type thing. Once you get sales, you'll start being eligible on everything. I remember for some reason I was so worried about that when I was a bookseller.
We have the best weather this year too. It's finally going to be in February. Like the first one was in August, second was in April, but now we're doing it in February.
Dude,
so
that January, like December, January, February weather down here is ridiculous. Like it's absurd. It's so good.
Yeah, it is.
You coming up on? Have you hit your 1-year anniversary in Miami yet? You moved in October, didn't you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I moved in September
That's what I thought. Like
20 something. Yeah.
Oh, so you're just over a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like a year and a few weeks.
That's mad funny. Both times I've been down to see you, you've been moving into a new spot each time.
Yeah. Yeah, and this past time I was deathly ill.
What's your plan moving forward for as far as where you're gonna live?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll probably wind up buying a condo in the next year or two, but I'll most likely wind up renting it out. I'm gonna stay in Brickell for probably the next few years.
Nice.
Yeah, plan is buy a condo, rent it out, and just keep. I want to just keep. I truly believe in the Miami real estate market right now.
What about you, Miles? What's your
Dude,
game
I
plan?
got no clue. I think I might need to rock out and wherever you are in January and start my own adventures on stuff. I definitely need
Hey,
to.
let's do something.
Yeah, where do you think you'll be in January?
Miami's going to be in February, so
Yeah.
I might just post up in Miami.
Oh, okay.
But after February, that's when I'm going to travel. I think I don't know if this is 100%, but I think I might just go to dance congresses next year. And so there's like these giant they're like Amazon conferences, but for dance people. You just go, you learn how to dance all day and you dance all night. Like literally, like these people are crazy. Like I can't keep up. And these are like older people too sometimes, and they will dance till like 6 a.m, sunset dances, and they'll just go hard for like 5 days.
About, man. Like that's what life's all about. Like,
and so I might hit up like 5-6 of those next year, and just hit up different countries. I know one's in Israel, Croatia.
Croatia would be dope. Israel would be too. Julian was just there.
I want to go to Israel. I heard great things.
Yeah, and so what I'll do is just post up like a month or two before work, and yeah.
Do you have any plans of getting into real estate, buying something?
Not anytime soon. Like I have that listing software that I'm working on, and then I'm building OA wholesale, pushing content. Like I just feel like adding something else would just not be a good idea.
Yeah.
Right now. Like all my extra money is just going to go into inventory.
Are you pushing restricted inventory as much? I feel like that's kind of just taking a back burner.
Dude, it's been growing. Like it's been growing, and I have not wanted it to. And I've talked a lot about this, how it's going to eventually. I'll be restricted.
Yep, we can hear
Somebody
you.
just called me.
Oh.
I always talk about how my accounts will get restricted one day, and like more and more people are using the service, and I'm not even really talking about it that much. It's just word of mouth. So, yeah, but yeah, it's been growing. Like you can see the number of users just keep going up. Right, 3,000 users right now. Probably 500 of them are bots, but
that's not something you'll ever be able to exit just because it's based on the account.
No, I don't think so. So yeah, that's why
unless
I'm making,
sell back your book or something. It'd have to be like someone you knew really, and it obviously wouldn't be at a crazy multiple.
Yeah. I think my plan with that more is like bring everyone over to the listing software, give them the benefits of restricted inventory. Hey, if you list a restricted product, our listing software will catch it. The new API of Amazon allows you to do that, and so really just take all these customers that know and trust me and bring them to the listing software, grow scale that. That could be something I exit eventually.
And what's your timeline with the listing software?
It's like good to go basically. Like we're just waiting on Amazon to take us out of beta mode right now. We maxed out the number of users. It was only 25 users, and so Amazon requires you to like get approved, and we're just waiting on them to approve us.
How'd you find a contact within Amazon to like initiate that conversation?
You just apply. You just go to develop apps, and then apply. You can get a beta software going, and then when you want to publish it, you just go click a few buttons. And
so that's something that's coming in the next couple of weeks, months, next year.
Hopefully this week or next week.
Oh wow!
Like I've already. If you guys go to gotolister.com, you can check everything out. It's a click funnel. It's our sales page.
Oh, that's fire. Wait. Oh, this is sick. Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah. So we're ready to rock and roll. We're gonna start with booksellers. If OA sellers want to use us, they can. I realize all you guys want really good data and like profit analytics. So that'll be our focus this Q4 is getting those good for you guys. My developer lives in Florida, and he's a wholesaler and OA guy. So he understands He understands the business.
Where'd you get this logo made? I really like it.
Yeah, I did.
Do you really?
Yeah, I like was it squid
Nice.
or
I'm so
an
glad you said that. Like, so many people have been talking shit, and I'm just like, I don't care. I like it. Like,
Yeah, I think it looks cool. I think it looks
Is that the octopus? Is that
yeah. I think I paid like $25 on
dude, I like
Upwork.
it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those things where like I just don't even think logos really matter that much, and like
They don't. They literally
I don't
do.
think they matter at
I,
fucking.
I liked it, and
They
like
don't matter.
so
at
many,
all.
so
Like
many
so
people
many,
were trying
so
to
many
sell me.
people never make $1 because they're worried about the best.
Yeah,
logo.
Dude,
this
like-
person tried charging me $2,000 for like logo work, and I'm like, dude,
Bro, like, just get someone Fiverr for like 20, like $50.
Or
The
like
Bandits
fire-
one's amazing.
fire up Word, download a cool font, and write out what your company name is. It's
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
exactly, dude. Yeah, like nice.
dude, if you put this on a shirt, I'd wear it. This is cool.
hell yeah.
Go
We'll
to-
probably have like a lot of I was about to say paraphernalia. What's the word for it?
like
I'm forgetting English. We're gonna have a lot of merch. Yeah, swag.
Yeah.
Paraphernalia at Miami 2023. Yeah, we should make some really cool stuff with Seller Amp. Dude, it's like a no-brainer for a crew me or Seller's Funding or one of these guys to. I don't really like Payability, but one of these guys to sponsor us. Like they would make so much money after Amazon Lit Talks. Like do a one-time offer for. Like you get an extra $500 for applying for a loan or something if you get approved. Dude, how many people would sign up at Miami 2023?
Sellers Funding is a pretty good. I'm surprised they did. You reached out to them?
Yeah, I'm like talking to the girl now. And Accrue Me, Scott Needham likes them, so they got to be good. If Scott Needham likes them.
Did you reach out to Gatita? I'm sure they would help you out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Like I'm talking to them, and yeah, I'm getting like a follow-up conversation. The main guy like kind of like was like, oh, whatever, and I'm like, dude, you don't realize like how much money you guys can make. Like 100 people show up to our event, but we're gonna have like 3,000 plus emails of people who probably sell on Amazon. Like if you just get like 20 people to sign up, even 10, like big sellers, that's a lot of money for them.
by the way, Avery,
And of those 100 people, like in person, like the intent to like actually go through and like start a trial.
Yeah, and
It's
I'm like
so
giving these guys opportunity. Like Seller
So
Amp, Al from Seller Amp's gonna talk. you
yeah,
know?
why isn't KT speaking?
I just haven't talked to him yet. I texted him a while back, waiting on him to reply.
Yeah,
But,
because we're having this guy from Miami who did 400K last month with all wholesale, not KT, who also did that on the podcast tomorrow, who you should meet too. Who actually, he does Amazon content in Spanish.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't think I had many mutuals at all. Let me find his name, but he's it should be a good podcast episode.
I tried getting Carlos to talk, but he's doing a cruise the week before. Carlos sells like, he's the guy I was telling you does like 9 figures in sales.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Mundo Amazon, Javier Garcia. It's a dope name. Amazon World isn't Mundo. Yeah.
Mundo's World.
So.
Yeah,
Más
dude
de
is good.
4 millones en ventas al año. That's so fire.
The book flipper. Who's Garrett says the book flipper swooped in.
No, chill. You're in the private chat. You're in
Oh,
the
okay. I can't see the actual chat. Y'all funny.
Too much of a headache, and I might rejoin it one time in the future or sometime in the future.
Sweet.
It's too much time.
That was about 10 seconds. You need 50 seconds more.
I don't even know.
How are the girls treating you in Miami?
Good.
Good.
Those are good.
We talked about your strategy one episode. I can't remember what it was.
How they treating your bank account?
It's expensive. No, but it's good. No, it's good. Just taking the Chick-fil-A. Yeah, happy.
Everyone wants me to keep making videos about the girls here, and like I don't know, I don't really want to make one because like all the girls would watch it, and then like it's just weird. I don't know, and my mom would watch it probably.
That's just bad vibes.
You know, it's like that's all I think of when I make videos like that. Is like my mom's probably going to see this.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
100%.
I would just say it's insane down here.
Dude, like I was at my sister's wedding a month ago, and I had friends and family coming up to me, quoting what I said in the like a middle of a Buy Box Bandits episode, and I'm like, okay, hold on, like, this should not be coming out of your mouth right now.
There is like a certain time in a podcast where you feel safer to say certain things.
Yeah, like when you're like 34, like right, like
Yeah.
into it, it's like it's nuts.
The problem is my video editor, she's like, I tell her to take like the most emotional moments and repost them on Instagram. And every once in a while, I'm like, fuck, I did not want that.
I love the story about the guy getting in a fight and then he tried to break it up and then he started fighting you.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a certain like I don't know. There's a level of like, damn, like I really didn't want that online, but now it's kind of like, dude, fuck it. Like I don't
Yeah.
care. Like
They kind of violated you in that vlog. No, they did. They could.
No,
You said they could.
I mean,
Yeah,
no.
At a certain point, you forget like how many people are actually watching you.
Oh, big time.
100%, man. I mean, back to what I just said at my sister's wedding. Like, so many people I didn't even like know their names. Like, were coming up to me saying like, "Oh, I shouldn't be telling this, but like my son follows you on Twitter." And it's like,
okay, that, yeah, that.
oh no, it was good things. They're like, oh, like super inspired and like wants to sell like on Amazon, like how you do. It's like crazy stuff, like things.
And it can be sus on Twitter though, so that's a little.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, dude, follow the Twitter right here at Wi-Fi Astronaut.
Dude, you'll get weird stuff. Like years ago, I was doing this little like tour. I only had like 5,000 followers on IG, but I had like hot audience, and so I did like this meetup in New York. That's where most of my followers live. So it was actually a pretty big meetup. Like 8 people showed up, and this woman brought her son. The son just did not want to be there at all. Like you could just tell, and the son had no idea who I was. And she had the idea that her son was just gonna like be googly eyed over me and be like, "Oh, I want to be like him." And she was like, "Yeah," she was like trying to fix her son in front of me, and I was just awkwardly sitting there. And she was like wanted us to talk, and I was like, "Ma'am, I don't know what to say. Like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Like, this kid does not want to sell on Amazon right now."
You don't. You have that internal drive, and if the drive's strong enough, you keep going. And the way when you
and he was young, he was like 14, 13, 14, like.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, at that age, if my mom brought me to do anything, I would instinctively not want to do it.
Yeah.
0%, Garrett?
Yeah.
0. Yeah.
Yo, shout out Home Depot though. Shout out.
You've always been a big Home
I was
Depot.
there a couple days ago.
Home Depot is goated.
Like a 104 fever. I was walking the halls of Home Depot and I instantly felt better. Shout out Home Depot.
Oh, you sent the POV, I think, to us for some.
Yeah. I was really sick. I was like, let me go to Home Depot, smell that fresh wood, and we were good.
Pause. All right. Okay. All right. We're okay. Everyone. All right.
Home
We'll
Depot
do one more
like,
question. Too.
some of their stuff they do like bulk discounts, and obviously they don't have any issues with bulk products. So Home Depot's sick though.
Well, yeah, because it's a supplier for a lot of big like construction companies.
Yeah,
It's
Like,
that's the right mindset, right? You're looking for those sorts of sites that when you purchase in bulk, you kind of just fit in with the norm.
How many people did we have watching this?
Like 50, pretty consistently.
We should get OH Roll to speak in
Nah,
Miami.
tired.
Yeah, we tried. He gave up.
He retired?
I don't know.
You guys know who he is?
I don't think he's posted anything.
We were in the DMs with him, trying to get him to come on Buy Box Bandits. Miles kind of fucked that up.
I did.
But-
I did.
We have a pretty good idea who it was. Not confirmed.
Yeah, I don't know. He retired though. All right. Well, we'll hop off then on this more just leisurely episode. Good to have you on, Romer. It's a good time.
Yeah. Thanks for
We'll
having
be
me.
back at it next week for another episode on that. Get a free trial seller amp. Have a great
Get
night.
it, guys.